Good. You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Bogdarich, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Outside, Davis. He kicks it to Westbrook. They get it back. Here's O'Neal. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Such a wide open look. 5 points in the game.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Shoots the three. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. Austin has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. We talked about the uphill battle his team was facing, and he said, I am trying to use the historical perspective of our situation in a different light. We could get down on ourselves, but now we have a chance to make history if we were to come back in these finals. That's one way to look at it, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the pass to Love. From the wing. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Baddest one. And there's another one for Austin. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Davis with the double team. Bogdarich. And again, it's Indiana.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Here's Davis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And so it's Indiana with it. Trailing by 4. They want to put some distance between them and the loss on Monday.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Austin.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Bogdarich.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out left to the wing. It's intercepted. Down low. There's McLemore, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Curry dishes to Davis. Here's Wolf. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. That's 7 points for Baddest one.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Kicks it to McLemore. It's a pick by Love. From downtown, and Indiana, another 3.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that was a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Curry outside, and Austin another three.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
And here is Davis. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Turner's checked in for Rodgers. Pacers trail by 4. Love outside. The 8-footer scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Austin has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. And that one's good.
Great start for him. 4 of 4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner.
Hey, Kevin, who says that point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Off the inbound pick. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? So they take the lead. 16 points for him.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Wolf. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 12 points for baddest one.
He's got the firepower, feeling the rhythm here, going 5 for 5 so far.
He's got it flowing right now.
It's tipped. Fast break. Here comes Austin. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And here's Love from the arc. And Indiana, another three.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Here's Amonatides, and the Pacers another three. Here's Curry. 10 points for him. Goes up from the top of the key. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Shot from the inbound, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
And Steph Curry with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Indiana, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's baddest one. That will count. An amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And, guys, he wanted it. He desperately was begging for that ball and was dying to take that shot.
rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble and fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I'll tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead. And taking a look at Austin's performance here, guys. What have they been doing, or what haven't they been doing?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
They've got Bryant. Turner is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Gaines in at point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And that one's good by Shaq. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Now Gaines. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Love gets it to go.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Curry. And it's 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
And Indiana making a change here. Rogers is checked in. Austin shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Pacers trail by 5. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Gaines gets the bucket.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Let's go. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got his second bucket tonight. The Pacers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Here's Baddest one. 1 points in the game, and that one's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Gaines kicks to Turner. Again, Indiana.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Feeds it to O'Neal. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. O'Neal's got 4 points in the quarter.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Gains the pass to Turner. That's tipped. Westbrook with the steal. Passes it to Wolf. It's stolen by Bryant. To the paint. Here's a Monatides. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. 13 points in the game.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Stolen away. Here's a Monatides. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Davis. For Austin, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Rogers. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And Turner kicks to Bryant. Rodgers, a screen on Westbrook. Bryant is doubled. 5 on the clock.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Rodgers. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there. An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Here's a Monatides. The basket is good. The assist from Gaines. Gaines has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Austin has gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. And he gets it to go.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Have to like what we're seeing from Baddest One.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
And the Pacers with possession here. 4-point game. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. The feed to McLemore. Inside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And he gets it to go. 20 points for him.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Rodgers, a screen on Westbrook.
2 minutes.
In the corner, it's McLemore. Again, Indiana.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Austin has possession. And Curry, here we go. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And yes, sir, that one drops. He's got 23.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Here's Wolf. And there's another one for Austin.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Indiana trailing here. To the inside, Rodgers. And the layup's good off the glass. Rodgers has got his second basket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Stolen by O'Neal. On, here comes Curry all alone. Deflects the pass. The pass to Wolf. This one for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Baddest One's got the lead up to 6 now for Austin. Pass to Rodgers. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Rodgers has got 6.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Pacers making a switch here. Love's checked in.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Love's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Curry. He's got 15.
They'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Right on. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter in this situation.
And stolen by Love. One-on-one fast break. And Green gets it to go.
great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Good. Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Austin leads by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, I'm here with Stephen Curry, and Steph, Coach made a point of stating how important the physical presence would be in this game. How important is that going to be for the team in the second half?
That's a big deal. I mean, just being physical and, make the right plays, and then hopefully put ourselves in good position to win.
You've got to match that opponent's intensity, Steph. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you for joining us live inside this sold-out arena. We are rocking and rolling. Checking out Austin. They hold a 3-0 lead in this series and want nothing more than to close it out in Game 4. But if the first half is any indication, it's going to be a colossal fight to capture the championship here tonight. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again.
Talk about a terrific game for Baddest One. He's got 33 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today, but he is just dangerous out there.
On the court for Austin, we've got Baddest One. Russell Westbrook out there with Curry. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Shaq in at the center position.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and the team dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Passes it to Rogers. Here's Amonatides, and again it's Indiana converting.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Westbrook kicks to Shaq. Back to Westbrook. Austin moving it around. Puts it up from 12, and there's another one for Austin.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
McLemore with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. It's blocked by Shaq.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
From the high post, and the jumper is good. Baddest One's got 39.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Now here's McLemore. He's covered by Westbrook, and Steph Curry with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Amonatides. He's still out. Now he is 9 of 10.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the chart.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. You have to like what we're seeing from Baddest One.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Timeout called the Pacers. And Indiana making a change here. Gaines is checked in. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Bogdarich, and he hits it to tie the game up. He's got 26.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Wasted no time on that one. 42 points for baddest one.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Westbrook. O'Neal up top. Pass to Wolf. Three-pointer. And Austin another three.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Up high to stop the alley-oop.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. For the lead, and Indiana, another three.
Dropping bomb. How many more threes are we going to see from him today?
Well, we've already seen plenty, and he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
And there's another one for Austin.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And he gets it to go. He's got 29 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And that one's good.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Man, I tell you, partner, this has been some fun basketball, and they don't look like they're slowing down at all. You better strap your seatbelt on here. After a first half where he had just one turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
Turner's checked in for Rodgers. Love wide open. He fires. Gets an open look and hits. Love's got 13 points. Austin has gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Got that one up quick. Baddest one's got the game tied up here for Austin.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
And again, Kevin Love. Love's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
That'll be a 5-second call. And, of course, an appropriate comparison right here with the tremendous playoff performance we're seeing from this young man tonight. It definitely calls to mind the 63-point performance from the great Michael Jordan.
You know, and to compare the game he's having to that game in 1986 is saying something, because a lot of people think Michael Jordan's performance that night was the greatest game ever played. I mean, it would be hard to argue with that. Those 63 points came against a Celtics dynasty at the peak of its powers during their run to a 3rd NBA title. And I remember after the game, Larry Bird said he's God disguised as Michael Jordan.
Here is Gaines. To the wing on the left. Love outside. Bogdarich. That's in there.